Never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. It's hard to get a start in these parts.
Okay, that's enough for you to find us. It's our special episode of A&B Conversation on Monday. This would be June 26th. Yes.
June 26th.
June 26th, 2017. It is the Monday morning after the epic season 5
premiere
of what show?
Power.
Let's just insert the hashtag for the season because Amber, can you share with us now?
Who will turn?
Who will turn?
I don't know who will turn.
I have my suspicions.
I've seen, we both seen at this point,
Yes.
episodes 1 through 4.
Yes. If you guys have not been following us, the lovely Amber here from glambergirlblog.com has been to the Power press junket. So of course, for season 4, when you go to a press junket, you always get access to the first 4 or 5 episodes of the season. They were lit.
They were lit, and at this point,
lit. Like, I don't dab, but if I did, I would probably dab at this point. I'm not even gonna try, but okay.
At this point, all my interviews with the cast is up on glambergirlblog.com. Yes, put that
Can
in.
we get like a little ding or something with that? Like,
Ding. All the interviews are up. It was a week-long countdown, started on June 22nd. And all the interviews with the cast were up on glambergirlblog.com, leading up into the season 4 premiere that happened yesterday on Sunday. And it was amazing. I mean, to say the least. But the tagline of the season is "Who will turn?"
Yes.
And before we get into all the plot points that were happening on episode 1, we're gonna do our theories about who we think will turn. For me, I honestly feel like Dre.
so can we go back 1 second?
Sure.
For those who are watching who say who will turn, we mean who's going to turn state evidence. And if you don't understand what that means, then you need to go back and watch seasons 1 through 3 of Power. And you think Dre is going to turn?
I think Dre's going to turn because he is super shady.
Mm-hmm.
His shadiness comes to a whole nother level this season. He's all about himself. And in my interview, you'll hear Timmy say that he is team Andre. Andre is all about himself.
Yes.
He puts nobody else above him and his daughter. And he has, I don't think he has the most to lose because everybody has so much to lose. But I think Dre is kind of, he's looking out for himself. So if he can turn anybody in to save himself, I think he's going to be the one to do it. I think he was right. Even despite all the stuff that, Ghost did for him to kind of turn him onto this legit life, I think he's going to turn.
So, with who's going to turn, I have 2 theories.
Mm-hmm.
You could take who's going to turn one of 2 ways. So, one of the theories that myself and my significant other, we both share, we both think that Ghost will turn state's evidence to save his family. Because at the end of the day, protecting those that he loves is what's most important to him. Does that mean that he will dime Tommy out? I do not think that will ever happen. But will he turn state's evidence on someone else to protect, that crew? I do. I can see that. I can see that, but I don't see it in this season. I see it on a couple seasons down.
Well, yeah, they are greenlit for season 5, so that could be aftermath for if Ghost is the one that turns. So
now, my second theory. This is just my second theory on what may happen. So, just because it's who will turn, I don't think that means who will turn state's evidence. So now, I'm looking at Lil Miss Valdez, okay? And seeing whether or not she will actually turn away from the U.S. Attorney's Office and start, dealing with Ghost. She loved him. Honey, let me tell you something. That bedroom game must be something, all types of fire. Because even though she did arrest him for Greg in the first episode, I cannot be the only one. I already see season 4, episode 1, here comes the doubts. It's doubt.
It is doubt.
It's a lot of doubt.
I feel like Ghost is so pissed. I don't see how they can come back from this. Like, he is so pissed that for him getting arrested in general could be a thing for him, but for her to come into his club and for her to do it, I don't see them coming back from this.
Since we are on the episode of Little Miss Valdez, first of all, I want to do the hood reaction to it. First of all, what you not want to do is come into my house with a search warrant. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because, and I don't understand, like Tasha might have been pissed, and I applaud Tasha because I know so many girls who are a Tasha who would have jumped on her and given her a whole facial reconstruction, a whole furniture moving, conversation or whatever is going on. But in all honesty, Angela should not have been there. In all honesty, if Proctor was there, which he wasn't for the search warrant that was placed on the apartment, the family home. Mm-hmm. Okay, side chicks, the family home. You don't come to the family home. Okay, see that shade? That's shade right there. Okay. Yeah, you looking around like, oh, that's how. Yes, honey, that's how a wife is.
Okay, she stepped up the elevator and like,
wow. You saw it in her face. Yes.
Penthouse. Like she was so amazed.
This is a penthouse
in that level of Jamie's life because she knows him as she calls him Jamie. Like to see that side of his life and to see how well they're living. Like she was shook. She was shook.
Oh, definitely.
But she again, like you said, like Angela should not be.
She's too close to it. She's too close to it. It's a conflict of interest.
Such a conflict.
But you know what? Then again, it's like anything you find in that home, any good lawyer, especially Proctor, because he crooked as the letter S. Okay, will have it thrown out almost immediately. So yes, this is where Ghost is processed. He is in jail. I was very happy yet sad to see Charlie Murphy.
I know. Rest in peace. If you guys didn't know, like Charlie Murphy, he does have a role in the 4th season of Power. Mm-hmm. He plays U.S.
Marshal, like a CO, like a correctional officer.
But you know, he has his feelings towards Ghost. You know, even though they don't call him that, James. You guys can see how it all plays out throughout the season. It is a, they have a moment, I would say, at the end of episode 1. And, that really just shows you his feelings towards Jamie and kind of how their relationship is going to be.
Yeah, because he thinks Jamie's a cop killer.
Yeah, he thinks he's a cop killer. Yeah. And even though, that's why I think, Ghost is in a lot of stuff. Yeah. This man is not innocent.
No.
But he didn't do this.
He didn't do this.
Free Ghost. He didn't do this. Yes. So, if y'all want to get him for other stuff, okay, that's a different story. But he did not.
It kind of reminds me of like an Al Capone-esque. It's like all the things that Al Capone did. And the one thing you get him on is tax evasion. And everybody says that he actually didn't do it.
Okay? It's like all the things you can get him on. It's like he did not do this.
Exactly. So, Ghost is in jail. Mm-hmm. Tariq is still being Tariq. Tariq is going to be the single most irking character on this season.
Honestly, he's like Sean 2.0.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, so under the spell of Slim Kanan.
Slim Kanan.
And
hashtag
Slayman.
Let's put a hashtag Slim Kanan.
He's so under his spell, and it's like it only gets worse. Like Tariq is so far gone, and in episode 1 he does come back. Dre retrieves him from Slim Kanan. And
well, first of all, they should have watched this by now, so they know.
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry if we didn't say. Like, spoiler alert. This is.
I feel like you should watch it.
Yeah,
we're talking about it.
Talking about it.
So. It's the next day. It is already played on the West Coast.
If you didn't see it, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yes,
but Tariq is home, and you can already see like he's he just think he's too, I don't even say too smart for himself, because he's not smart at all. He's just so naive about the whole situation, and he's so mad at his parents, and is looking for that figure in any figure. I don't even say father figure. He's just looking for an adult figure so bad that he's just oblivious to what's really going on and how he's being used. He's just really a pawn in this Slim Kanan game, and it only plays out a lot worse.
I'm trying to go back seasons, and I'm trying to figure out
where it went wrong.
No, how the hell long was Kanan in jail? Because if they were all, the story is the backstory is that they were all cool, and they all used to, do what they do all together. So
But I guess, like,
how does Tyreek not know Kanan?
But he was a baby. Like I like.
Oh, so he been
were,
in jail
they were
for
babies. Yeah.
He been in jail.
Like when Kanan got out, he was like, oh, you know, he was seeing like how big it, especially like the youngest baby.
Right.
Like, she probably wasn't even born.
She probably wasn't born yet. Yeah.
But the Raina and Tariq, like they were probably like toddlers.
Gotcha.
So they probably they have no idea who he is.
Okay.
But
because I was trying to figure out, like, dude, how do you not know who Kanan is?
no, and then like he wasn't. I think like they wasn't really trying to mess with him anymore. Like once they sent him away, it was kind of like.
See, Kanan reminds me of one of those hood dudes who can't get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much money you make,
he always gonna have that hood
always
mentality.
gonna have that hood mentality. So I can kind of see where Ghost was like, you know what, we actually do need to part ways. Like, yeah, we need to part ways. So
especially he was trying to get out that game anyway.
Yeah,
so he wasn't about that life. Another big thing, Lakeisha. She's
oh
alive.
yes,
Lala Anthony.
yes,
My doppelganger.
hello,
She's alive.
hello, Lala. How are you?
She's alive. She's
Yes.
alive and well.
Let me tell you something. Lala been killing these streets, honey. You see her Instagram post lately?
Okay.
Let me tell
She said,
you, gone, girl.
Do it, girl.
You gone, girl.
Let them know what they losing out on.
Yes, let them know, let them know.
Lakeisha's alive.
But yes, because I was really upset because, you know, Tommy is bae. Okay, hashtag Tommy is bae. And I really was upset. I thought he was a villain last season because
he was drinking the Milan Kool-Aid.
Yes, it came across as though he killed Lakeisha.
Yeah.
I was upset about that. But you know,
I was like really upset. Like, is Lakeisha really dead?
but I was upset that Tommy would kill a woman in cold blood. I think that's what really upset me. Okay,
hello?
except for Holly. Except for Holly. Now listen, if Holly was still alive, this who will turn hashtag will be easily solved. It would have been Holly. It would have been Holly. She had to go. Yeah. And it was so scary how much she was like his mother. Like,
I know,
dude,
but that was his thing.
seriously?
He got their relationship was weird too. Like I was watching old episodes, and I love me some Tommy. It was one episode where they kissed on her lips, and he kissed her back.
Yeah.
That was the one time I was turned off by Tommy.
I know. But him and his mother's whole relationship is like
weird.
It's very
together. They're like
like what y'all doing? How you do lines with your mom? But anyway, okay, fine.
But you know, we got Lakeisha is definitely gonna be around a lot this season.
Yes.
She has more of a. She's always been around. She's been around since the first episode, season 1. But she has a lot more of a bigger role this season, and we'll definitely be seeing a lot of her in more ways.
Literally and figuratively.
In more ways than one.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of Lakeisha.
Yes. We find Tasha, not we, but you know, Tasha finds out that the money is gone.
Yeah, they have no money to get goes out of jail.
None whatsoever.
They gotta kind of finesse some money.
Yeah.
But the money that she was banking on, like,
yes,
he took it all out for the clubs.
Yes, he took it out for the club. He said he was gonna put it back, like left a note. That's what kills me. Why do boys always leave notes?
I mean,
like, what you gotta leave a note for? Just come out and tell me.
He couldn't say it to her face because he knows she was gonna be pissed. And now they're in a situation where she cannot afford to get him out. But spoiler again, his bail was denied, so she don't even need it.
He in there anyway, so
and
he up in there.
He
So
in there.
whatever.
And you know what's really interesting to really see Ghost in this position?
Yeah,
he's really at a real low in his life and in his like career. Like he's in a position where he's really not in control.
Truly.
And he is dependent on other people to help him. Usually if he is in a bind, he can kind of finesse something and, you know, get himself out of a bind. But now he's like completely and solely reliant on other people to, you know.
And Kanan is banking.
Yeah. And Kanan is, my son Kanan is loving it.
He's loving
when
it.
When he found out Ghost was in jail, you couldn't smack the smile off his face.
I know. I would like to though.
He was so.
I would definitely like to smack the smile off his face.
I mean, I feel like if once Kanan go, I mean, who knows if he goes this year? We don't know. But once he goes, it's like who else? We don't have a villain that we know of. We don't have a threat.
Not that we know of. I mean, overall, this whole thing is about who killed Greg. I feel like that's going to be a lot of the focus for this season. Who killed Greg? Who was the mole? And you watched last season. We all know it's Sandoval and everything else.
All know. They don't know.
They don't know.
We know.
We know. But they in the show, they don't know.
We don't know.
So it's kind of like, well, what are we going to do now? Because they pointing the finger at Jamie. Yo, Can I just tell you that one scene where they are discussing throwing Angela under the bus?
She's gagging. Angela is shook. Her position is not safe.
No,
like
not at all.
And the thing is, they always suspect her in general.
But first and foremost,
suspected her.
Miss, this is what I don't understand. How do you not only have a relationship with, but you are now sharing an address with someone that your office is actively investigating? And then everybody in the office didn't say anything? Everybody's just behind her back, snickering and shushing and everything else. But here's the whole thing about it is that this is not office politics where you work for just like, a paper company or, whatever. This is not just corporate America. This is the U.S. Attorney's Office. Mm-hmm. There has to be some type of corporate, like, not corporate, but there has to be some type of like, you just can't. They should have been held her accountable. Angela should have been lost her job. I'm hoping that going on this season, she does lose her job. Aww. Which is why I think that Angela, here's my prediction. This is not a spoiler. This is just what I think. I think that all of this is going to cause Angela to lose her job. And I think that Angela will find out who actually did kill Greg and lose her job, even though she proves who did it, right? And she's going to be the one to turn. But she's going to turn to the drug game. Boom. Okay. That's my prediction. That is my Power Season 4 prediction. I actually would like to email this over to the producers of Power. Hey, Courtney. Hey, girl. Yeah, that is my prediction. That is who will turn.
Angela. So you got a bunch of, you got Angela, you got Ghost.
Yeah.
What was it you said?
That was it. Well, the significant other, the boyfriend. Child, why he think it's Tariq?
Who?
He thinks Tariq's gonna be the one who turns.
Oh no.
No, he thinks that Tariq is gonna go and be running games and doing all types of shenanigans with Slim Kanan.
I mean, I got a little inside scoop on the rest of the season, and I can knock that claim out right in the head.
Oh, it's not? Okay. So we can tell him that he's wrong.
You can tell him he's wrong.
We can tell him he's wrong.
You can knock that out.
Okay. All right. We'll just. Sorry, Boo. You wrong. You wrong.
Tommy.
Oh yes.
Joseph.
Let's just put that image right here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Faye.
So fun.
Yes.
So fun.
Oh yeah.
And like Tommy for me, I think is maybe my favorite character because I think although he's crazy, insane, out of his mind, he's nuts. Yeah. But he's so funny, and he makes for some of the funniest moments of this season, and even seasons in general. I think even when he's not trying to be funny, I find him funny because I think the way the actor Joseph delivers the lines is just like I can never in a million years see anybody else playing this role. And if they ever decide to get rid of Tommy, that would be the worst thing they ever done.
They might show. It'll be the final
season. If they
it'll be the final.
If they want to do Tommy, take him out. I promise you, I will never watch the show again because he
well, damn.
That's how important
I feel that way as well.
He makes the show.
Yes, he really does.
In this season, we see a lot of him too.
So I'm going to say this, and I'm speaking specifically about the drug game.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy is way more of a kingpin than Ghost ever will be, and that is not speculation.
Why do you say that?
That's facts. Because even though I strongly believe that Ghost is a boss in his own right, but at the same time, Ghost is not that one, like, the moment you disrespect me, I'm going to pistol whip you right there and make an example of you in front of everyone. Ghost is not that type. Mm-hmm. Tommy, however, is. And you need that type, especially if you're going to be in a drug game.
But he's so extravagant with it.
But we see that. We see that in Tommy.
We do.
In future episodes, we are not going to do any spoilers. We see that bossed up mentality in Tommy. We do. Yes.
But I feel like Tommy, he's a little bit naive.
Right.
He is loyal to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he's in his head a lot where he doesn't really think about the decisions that he makes or even like the things that he's saying do. We've seen that when Kanan came out what was that, season 2, when Kanan came out of jail, and Tommy was just so gung ho, like, yeah, this is what we do, this is how we deliver to judge. It's like, shut up, like, you gotta. He needs to, like, he's not a good judge of character. I don't think he doesn't really like know how to like read people, and he's, like you said, very impulsive, and that comes to bite him in the ass a lot of times.
I know,
but he's still.
But some of that impulse is like hella sexy. It is.
It's very sexy.
Okay, Tommy. Yes.
So, you know, he's so fine that it doesn't matter what he does.
Well, you heard it here first.
Sorry.
Okay. And Tommy is tall.
Very tall.
Okay, so let me tell you. Amber, going Glamour Girl on Instagram. We're going to insert her Instagram like right around here. And did not, because we're about the same height.
Yeah, I'm like a good 5'5".
Oh, no, we're not. Because I'm 5'7".
Oh, see, no, I'm 5'5".
Oh, my bad. I thought we was the same height.
And then I had heels.
Yes.
Like a good 4-inch heels fundamentals.
So that would have made you a good 5'9", 5'10".
And he was still tall.
And he was still towering. Oh, the photo is on her Instagram. I love a good tall man.
Me too.
I do. I love having a man that's still taller than me.
In your heels.
Yes, it's actually a requirement.
It's
like
true.
Bae, like actual real life Bae, is still taller than me. Like even in my heels, I'm still, this is us. So there's still like a nice, distance between our heights. So yes. So Tommy is, but yeah. So I mean, just to wrap things up, your prediction for who will turn
is Dre.
Now, if you guys have any predictions on who will turn, please follow us on Twitter, and the handle will be down here.
Right.
And just kind of, let us know who you think will turn using the hashtag who will turn. Dre. Because Dre is out for Dre.
Yeah, and he's just too shady.
Now, how do you think he will turn?
I mean, I feel like he wants to take over that drug business. Even though he came in as kind of like as a helper, I think he really wants that Ghost role. And since Ghost is away, the kids are playing. Everybody is just running them up. They are just taking advantage of Ghost not being in there whooping everybody into shape. And I think that Dre sees it because Dre's smart.
Yes.
He's very smart.
Yes.
And he's basically Ghost 2.0, and he's been watching him and studying him. So he's kind of being able to pick up on the Ghost game and kind of finagle everybody in that organization. Because even in future episodes, you'll see he's getting in Tommy's head.
True.
Like something happens, and he is kind of like throwing salt in the game for everybody, but like getting in Tommy's head to make him think certain stuff is going on within the organization. Really trying to break it up from the inside so he can take it over. So I think his whole thing is kind of to eliminate his enemies per se, so he can take it over all the way. Because he already got his homeboys in the system. Like he brought his people in. He got his people working in truth.
True.
So I feel like he got his foot so in the door, like people don't even realize it yet.
Now, one that we didn't touch upon is Spanish boy, the 718 other Bay. Julio. Yes. Now, I'm gonna just be perfectly honest. I don't know Julio's backstory. I wish that they would kind of give us a little touch of Julio's backstory, but he is fiercely loyal to Ghost. Fiercely loyal to Ghost. Still loyal to Tommy, but fiercely loyal to Ghost.
He would choose Ghost over Tommy.
He would choose Ghost over Tommy. That's how loyal he is to Ghost. Would he turn? So I'm gonna just say this.
I'm gonna just say
if all things are lost for Ghost, like if Ghost is going to get this is New York, we give them the needle. If Ghost is going to get the needle in New York, I think then he would turn on Tommy. Julio, yes. Do you think he?
I think he won't have the chance. And you'll, from what I'm seeing so far, I don't think he'll have a chance.
Really?
And I'll say that.
Oh, that was not a spoiler. That's her opinion.
I think
that's
your
opinion.
I don't think he will have a chance to.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I am still sticking by. It will either be Ghost to save those closest to him, or, which would really be juicier, would be Angela turning on the U.S. attorneys. Like that would be so, you gotta admit, that would be so juicy.
But it's like she would turn in the sense of like throwing who under the bus, though.
Meaning she would turn, but she would turn to Ghost, and she would turn to the drug gang, and she would turn to make sure that they don't touch them. As Ghost and Tommy really truly take over the New York scene.
Well, we'll see.
We'll
be watching.
So I don't know.
We'll
Who do you think will turn?
Who do you think?
Do you think it'll be Ghost? Mine is Ghost and Angela.
And mine's just Dre all the way.
Dre all the way. Well, okay, we shall see.
Yeah, we're interested to see what you guys think. Just follow us on Twitter at A&B_convo. And we'll be tweeting every Sunday.
Yes.
You guys.
Yes.
Like hashtag Power TV.
Yes.
So hit us up.
Definitely. You will see our hashtags.
Yeah.
You will.
You'll see us.
Courtney, hit me up if you want to know more about my Angela theory.
Okay. Or just if you want to talk to us in general, Courtney.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Of course.
Well, thanks guys for watching this very special edition of A&B Conversation, our Power TV chat, and
Yeah.
we'll see you guys later in the week.
We'll have actually another one for next Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
See you guys later.